Hi, I hope you're doing well. This video is not for everybody. This is not for entertainment purposes or anything like that. This is for evidence and hoping for accountability at this point, but also for a lot of you to, as a form of sharing this and how to deal with it. I'm still dealing with it, but glory be to God, I'm in a much better place now. He has made sure that I'm in a place where I can see from high above my favorite place. And that's all I'm going to say about this, because I don't know, I feel like I don't want to say too much and then, there's weird ass energy. Now, the purpose of this video that you're going to see today is, when I'm documenting this, is December 6th. So I finally have some breathing and was able to even up. Was having issues here when I got here. The hot water wasn't working. And in multiple places where I was staying, where some of you are gonna see some videos of, I posted some readings that I was able to read energies in these places. Again, safe heavens from, and the help of my family and friends and people who helped me through donation and PayPal. Thank you so much. Thank you also for donating for the families in my link tree. Thank you for keeping, if you're not able to donate, you're be sharing it. Thank you so much. We have to continue helping other people everywhere in the world, not just in Palestine, okay? We know where there are other places as well. And I don't want people to think that we're doing this as a trend. It's not a trend. It's just, it's in our faces now. And it hasn't been before. And it's no excuse either. But I want to make that clear that it's like the $1 trillion of propaganda bullshit to hide the actual truth. It's like it has broken. It has shattered. And now we are aware. We research. We are decolonizing. We're reading. Please go to my 𝓉𝓀𝆃For bookshop. There's books there for anti-racism work and, eradicating white supremacy from our minds, our souls, and everything. We cannot normalize this. That will be the rotten energy of humanity. Do not be like those people. Don't be like the oligarchs and billionaires, celebrities, or all these people who are okay with genocide and who are making money right now, or who are somehow brainwashed or just taking money just for, they're not in the right side of history. They never were. That's the illusion. Don't fall for that karmic toxic energy. These people are fucked up and cursed. And they want you to be just like them because they know their souls and heart is rotten. They're jealous and envious of you because a lot of you have heart. You care. You don't think caring is for entertainment or a trend. You actually care for people. And this is something very difficult for people who literally are walking dead, basically, because what the fuck? Your empathy is gone? A lot of you need to question that. Anyways, this is one of those videos where you will be questioned. Where's your empathy? Right? If you think that this is okay, that people have to go through stuff like that, and my situation is not unique. No. I'm not here to feel sad for me. No. This is for empowerment purposes, especially those who are still dealing with this. Especially those who think that you cannot overcome homelessness or poverty or all that. You will get there. But it takes work within and outside too. It's not just, you know what I'm saying? And no, it's not going to be easy. That's why billionaires and all these motherfuckers with mind mindset and money mindset, whatever the fuck bullshit, they were lying to you the whole time. It was a money scheme, it was a pyramid scheme, all of that. The real, it's ending a system that explodes you and steals from you, that oppresses you. A lot of you, even white people, you think you are. You're not a billionaire, right? Are you wealthy? What are you doing with that money? Are you, you're still doing weird ass corrupt shit and fucking other people and stuff like that, you're done. And that is the spiritual knowledge and observation and things that a lot of you, when you are living it and you're going through it and you see how the system does not benefit you or anybody else. But that doesn't mean because it happens to you that you need to be doing something. No, this is not my first rodeo. It's just this is the first time where I've been literally, Father God, like I had to go through it again because he's like, last time I asked you to document your experience, to let people know. And I did, but just for a little bit. And he was like, that's not it. So I had to go through it again with a different fucked up landlord, with a different one. This one, I will file charges. They're only saying that it's only for damages that I can, this guy can go through life, sleep well, and do all these things that he did to me and my kids. Like, we literally had to leave this place completely because he just completely, and it wasn't inhabitable. It was inhabitable. And I have the papers. I have the proof. I have the pictures and stuff that this is one of the other inspector that came in, creepy as fuck, and never even look at my pictures and videos. So now, okay, you don't want, and then said that was not true. That November 7, she had no more bed bugs anymore. And let me tell you, at the end of this video, I'm going to post the recap of my last day of November 30th to 2025 is my last day in this place. And I'm going to show you, literally as I'm cleaning the bed frames, a fucking bed bug comes out. November 30, 2025, this video and the evidence, it's in here. And I'm here to also show you how you always constantly, yes, it's exhausting, it's tiring to constantly validate and expose. It's because this guy was gaslighting me, threatening me, calling and shit with no caller ID so that I couldn't see it was him. Creepy as fuck. Creeper. Right? And then he had the audacity to say, one of their stories. My stories. Oh. Because I wanted to live this experience. I wanted to be tormented and not be able to sleep for 2 months and be technically homeless because I couldn't sleep in this place. So I'm like literally sleeping in people's houses and stuff like that. And thank goodness I didn't have to sleep outside. But that mindset was there the whole time, thinking like, man, if I didn't have people as kind, as compassionate, because not everybody's like that. And I was lucky, right? Or glory be to God, put me with the right people at the right place at the right time. And those people will forever be blessed, and they know it. And so am I. And so the people who donate to do the things that you're supposed to be doing. Thank you so much for helping me. Yeah, I don't get paid for any of this, YouTube or anything like that. And now that I'm not, but I do need help. So, like, financially, I had to like get a much more expensive apartment for the peace of mind of a clean empowerment without, thinking about those things that are going to happen. So basically, I'm paying for to not deal with this infestation also much, you know what I'm saying? It's affordable. I could do it. I need help eventually for legals, things that if I'm trying to push this to get I've lost everything. All my furniture, even stuff that I could never get back. But I want to also not only give justice to myself, but also to embrace and empower the people that you have to you want justice for the world? You want to be this person that you have to change your world first. You have to go after the people who are criminals and who should be either paying consequences or paying retribution or going to jail, right? There was a lot of stuff that this person got away with, illegal stuff, especially twice threatening my life and my children's life. Yeah. And every time I couldn't be able to record, it's just me and my God and me. That's it. The last time that I tried to record, he was acting like an innocent, like he didn't know what the hell I was talking about, talking very nicely, that I was the one closing the phone on him, super gaslighting. Even though I had to close the phone because he was literally yelling on the phone and being disrespectful and insulting. But I'm supposed to take it like that. I'm supposed to be calm and let violent people get away with stuff like that. Oh, just keep it quiet. It happens to everybody, right? It is degrading to my soul to not follow my path and my purpose. And it's not about being right. It's about justice. Yes, justice, a word that a lot of you have a weird conception of what that is. and when you take, things, and do things smart and read and know your rights and know what you need to do to protect yourself, defend yourself, which a lot of us, we're seeing that kind of energy. Like, you are the one who also have to reinforce it as well. Like, there's a lot of like illegal things that a lot of fucked up people who have power, who they don't. Like, they really don't. But that's like the saddest part. That's why it breaks my heart, not only like watching this and being the eyewitness of what genocide, like, I have everything on my Telegram. Everything is there. And you're all watching it. Those who are with me, who are there, I know you don't follow, but I know you're watching. Other guy keeps telling me all the time. Also, I have an interesting members on my IG broadcast as well, or they just watch from the background end of Met confirmation. The fuck was that? Anyways, the videos there's going to be here is for evidencing purposes. For those of you, if this disturb you, I don't know, because apparently it disturbs you to like witness genocide from people who are asking you to help them to make these war criminals stop killing them. Like, there's multiple reports, UN, City, all kinds of organizations, and the ICC, and all these important international organizations and agencies and stuff like that, saying that this is genocide, right? There's a lot of genocide going on. And we know who is doing it. We have their names and addresses. And we also have a full report thank goodness for Francesca, who also is being a lot of attack and scrutinized. And everybody who is like on the right side of history and like reporting and risking everything is like they're gaslighting, making us like, threaten, you're going to lose this. You're going to, you know what I'm saying? That energy, thinking that this energy of us being uneducated and not knowing politics or understanding how the system works and stuff like that. Like, we are the employers. This is the saddest part for me, that I'm trying to empower people to understand this. And guess who knows this? Your own fucking enemies. The people who are stealing from you. People from you know where. You know where. You know, the billionaires that they own media. Why do they own the media? Why do we tell you that they're attacking people who are true tellers? Because we are not bought by media or them, right? Meanwhile, they insult and create all this propaganda, but also like honor Peace Prize to war criminals, pathetic people. They invite them to places when they're doing fucked up shit in their own countries. Each of them have a unique, the West society has their own little war criminal, pedo, and all kinds of fucked up shit. Trafficker, right? Oh, conspiracy, is it? When everything is available, is in our face, it's the fact that they think is because a lot of you're not together, you're not building. We have to change system to this fucking capitalist bullshit to socialism. Like, we have to be united. They know this. They know that if you become very powerful, educated, and they can't control and manipulate you anymore, or lie to you constantly like they do in the media, they're done. Their job is done. That's why I'm here to constantly make you guys aware. And this is what pisses them off. And I don't give a shit. I'm not here for clout. I'm here for likes. No. I'm here for the truth, clarity, and justice energy, the frequency. We're all trying to maintain it. That's what we're telling you. Stop with your bullshit kakalaka, whatever it is that is not important right now, and focus on ending genocides. And voicing our abusers and exposing not ours, other people. But still, it kind of gets to you at some point, doesn't it? Eventually affects you. Not because you're speaking the truth, and obviously when you talk the truth in a system that is full of lies and propaganda, thieves and liars and psychopaths, of course you have to deal with they're violent. So they will do violent things, silent, quiet, or coerce, like Quebec and Legault, here in Quebec. A lot of you, he's counting on all of you not knowing what the hell is going on with the housing crisis, the poverty and homelessness. By the way, homelessness for me is like ridiculous. It should not exist. People should be housed. And a lot of you, if you have an issue with that, go fuck yourself and get the fuck off my platform. For real. I don't give a fuck. It's sick. It's so sick that you're so programmed and conditioned to thinking that homeless and in poverty, it's just like a normal thing. What? It is not. It is not. Do not let them get away with that shit. They're making you sick and they need you sick. Come on. No. Housing is a human right. Shelter, education, free healthcare. All of that. We are capable of doing all of that. If not, if we have some fucked up motherfucking 1% fucking our shit and stealing from us and taking from us and using, police and stuff and all kinds of lobbyists and organizations to fuck our lives when we are trying to help you wake the fuck up. Because if you are together with your neighbors and doing the right thing, then we're able to help change systems so other people can survive, not be killed, murdered constantly. Like, I want to stop watching my Telegram full of evidence. For the past 2 years, every day I'm waking up, I'm like, okay, I really hope this is, no. They're normalizing this. Why? With our money, with our taxes. We are the employers. They are the employees. Politicians, stop it. They have make you guys lose your power. It's like, this is their worst nightmare too, that their boss realizes and wakes up that they're stealing from the boss. That is you. That you realize that everything is fucking bullshit, that they're bullshitting you, that money is actually yours, that equality is a possibility, that end of homelessness and poverty can be done within less than a week. That technology can be working for you, that you don't have to work fucking 40 hours, I don't know how many hours a lot of you, or 3 fucking jobs. Wake the fuck up. That's what I'm here for. Wake the fuck up. That's enough. End capitalism from within your fucking self. One of those things, you need to look up all these motherfuckers who are stealing from you. All of them. There's Amazon, there's Netflix, there's Spotify, every fucking person, company, organization, oil company. This is what we've been saying. This is what we're saying, that us tree huggers, they would call us. This was 8 years. I remember I was going through serious backlash and social media. Like, I've dealt with this shit before. With oil companies and fucked up weirder psycho, like oil fart, like disgusting land colonizers, pieces of shit, paying other people to like harass and gaslight and make me stop or make us stop. Greta and all of us, we know what the fuck. We know what's up. And now we are here and trying to, because that's it. You hit a wall with those people because they're also involved in the bombs and all the shit is going on, the genocides. And all of this ends when we end all these atrocities. We bring all those people to The Hague. We bring accountability. We bring justice. They know it. A lot of you, where's your courage? Where's your bravery? That's what I say. Like, you're not rooted in God and Allah and a creator and beautiful Mary Magdalene and the sun, this beyond this world. You need to understand your power. You are the boss. They're not. They are cockroaches and parasites in this planet. They just know the system that works for them and not for you. Wake the fuck up. So this video is to show a fucking parasite landlord, right? That tried to fuck me over and to kick me out probably, most probably. I don't know his motive. Probably is that. Like, I was paying cheap rent, right? And these people are all into like, oh no, we're kicking people out and trying anything and possibly can to kick them out. And he did. He just let me deal with 2 months and infestation. I went through trauma and PTSD probably because now I'm constantly paranoid and stuff like that, and cleaning mode and stuff like that. But this is to bring this to justice eventually. It costs $90 now to, So I'm also living proof that when you do the right thing and you follow the evidence, you save everything, and you to, you know, do what you got to do. Don't let them gaslight you. Don't let it control you, manipulate you. You will get your justice. Father God will make sure you get your justice as long as you do your part, you do your work. For a lot of you who have that privilege to do that. For others of you, you are here to bring justice to other people. With your voice, with your work, with your creation, with whatever it is that you're doing. And yes, the enemy will attack you even harder. Right? You're seeing it from, because the devil is a weak motherfucker coward. It will use weak ass people who are weak here, who have no heart, who are in apathy energy. Apathy is a worse, rotten, parasitic energy. Because that means you're no longer human. Humans are literally inherited in our DNA to be empathetic, to have empathy towards others, to care, to nurture, because we are social creatures. Whether we're introvert or extrovert, it doesn't matter. You still need to be in other places with conscious, healthy people too, because sometimes some people are like, need to heal and are not there yet, and then they get rowdy and jealous, envious of you because you're healing, or you think you're better because no. At some point, you stop caring about what other people think, and you just care for other people regardless. But for a lot of you, empathy is part of us, human nature, and it's a beautiful thing. And it's so sad that we're letting, I hope not, I know we're not, because you wouldn't be watching this if you didn't care, or you wouldn't be following me, because all my work has always been about embracing and empowering people to care and have empathy. If you look at the first video of this YouTube channel, that's exactly where I start. And that's where also dealing with fucked up landlords too, in that specific place too. So I'm always have to deal with really fucked up people and bring justice and accountability, which most of the time I've done. And most of the time it has worked. Okay? Not saying that it's always going to work, because now they're going to watch this and say like, eh. Unless I have a very good judge with a good heart, with a brain, with emotional intelligence. Because that's what's going on. Apathy, it's lack of intelligence, emotional intelligence. And when someone is emotionally unintelligent, there's lust, greed, gluttony, all kinds of the seven deadly sins, let's say. And then these are the people who, with the narcissist sadist energy, they try to be this righteous people by buying things or having corrupt money or something. Money is their, but if that is taken away from them, as it should, they shouldn't have that much power over you or a nation or anybody like that. They shouldn't. Because these people are becoming psychologically and spiritually sick, like disease, like parasitic. These are parasitic energy. This is in biology. You can study this parasitic energy. What's a parasite? What do they do? Who is their host? A lot of you, the system allows them to have free reign. You, their host, to suck from you, right? To live off you. Taxes, right? Yeah. Your living situation. A lot of you pay super high rent, right? You live with multiple people or stuff like that. You shouldn't. You should live with multiple people if, it's a harmonious and it's kind and stuff like that. But a lot of you, you're like forced to live with people that you don't want to live with because you have to, because you can't, you have to. So it's like you're always constantly depending. There's healthy dependency. There's healthy boundaries. There's healthy addictions. Because a lot of you, addiction is also where they get you as well, right? And if you stay stuck in all those stuff and not having self-control, they're counting on this. They have no self-control with violence, with the way how violent they are and how they steal, take from you, siphon your energy, siphon other people's energy, constantly stalking you. Surveillance it's a stalk. Surveillance is stalking. And they're really good also spiritually, surveillance. But a lot of you who have mastered the discernment and intuition and you're here working with the Most High as a seer or whatever, you see them too. You actually have a better view every time they attack you, right? Every satanic ritual or anything they're trying to do, right? But that's for another thing, because I don't want to scare the people who are first time here and are watching. Y'all are only here to watch the evidence, right? And if you're here for that, great. But if you're here just to like criticize or to whatever the hell, just to see, okay, let me get a kick out of this because I hate this bitch and I'm glad that she went through this, right? Go at it. Look at it as an entertainment for you. But know that the Most High also sees your heart. And if that's your heart, I feel sorry for you. I'll pray for you. I really do. Because when God finds out that you have that kind of heart, I feel so bad. I don't wish this on my worst enemies. I never do. But then you have the audacity to say that we are hateful or anything like that, or anti-Semitic, the bullshit kakalaka right now, dark magic word, because it is. They're degrading the word so that they can actually be anti-Semitic themselves. Because they are. Palestinians are the Semites, right? Let's keep it for real. When you know the history and you see the 700 years of this bullshit, you understand, right? There's colonization. So landlords, it's the same energy too, right? This specific landlord was in a specific place in La Salle area in Montreal. This is someone who is called, like, I don't know, whatever, Quebec Inc. or whatever, and they have multiple, they're creepers, okay? And they're disgusting, they're nasty as fuck, and they do whatever they want, right? And they try to do whatever they want. So this is why when you call them out and you actually, because they're depending on this. Like, this is why it's $90 to create a complaint in the FSG, in the justice system. And then also you have to pay a lawyer. I check if I can get legal aid, and I'm not eligible, so it will be great for those who donate my PayPal. That will go for that, for legal fees and for that. But also so that I can get some of it. I might not get all of it. I might get some of it or some compensation of that, right? But now, the reason why also is this video is so that he doesn't say in court or anything like that, that I left the apartment dirty or that I left everything behind or anything like that. This video is also to show you guys that you will know the truth, okay? That everything was clean, that I cleaned everything, and that even when I cleaned, I still found bed bugs. So that means the building is infested. Also, I will show you the report of the city inspector and also her response after saying that after she heard from the inspector herself, then automatically there's nothing she can do, that it's clean or the place, even though I just told her the truth and she decided, well, again, I feel like just like the landlord was saying, like, I will give me her name and her number. I will, like, he was ready to threaten her. And I told her this in before her hand. And I felt that she was like, okay, I don't care. No, she ended up caving in because this guy, it's a fucking criminal, obviously. It's a fucking mob or something like that. Or I don't know what the fuck. Landlords here in any other places, we know now. We know you. We see you. This is why we have to call them out. I will not name his name. I know his name and his last name. I will not, because I don't operate that way. I'm just going to show you the truth. And whoever finds this truth, I hope that I'm doing this to bring justice. But also, like, to get some of it back. Because financially this really, and that was the point, right? He was trying to get a point. And my point is that he doesn't get away with what he did to us and injustice. That's all. I just want justice so that not only I could be at peace, but also, like, I can regain some instability that I've lost, because as a single mom with 2 kids, it's really difficult moving and during winter and stuff like that, and going through all the things, and also, like, all the like, he will never pay me back all of that, right? But I hope that the justice sees this as a form of, like, okay, we need to hold this person accountable. That wasn't okay. And by the way, here's what this person should I pay you and should, for all the things that you've lost. That's what I'm here for. All right. So a little bit of story time, but also for evidence purposes, okay? Today is officially November 3rd. It's officially a month that I'm dealing with this. This is, honestly, I'm going to make, like, a whole thing why landlords should not have that much power because there's some psychotic sociopath landlords that get a little narcissist, that they get a little high from putting certain tenants through something traumatic. And on top of it all, today I called him because I was like, okay, so you did fumigation on Saturday, and that was bullshit because last night I could barely sleep. I can't sleep in these beds, and he doesn't want me to throw them out. He doesn't. Now it's on the main beds and stuff like that. And yeah, this is something that every landlord in here in Montreal, they know this. Like, it's known that they have to fumigate before it gets worse. So this people waited until and now it's like constantly fumigation and stuff. Today was a little bit of silent violence as well, which I need to put it out there. So today, without my consent, this has happened before, but now it's like, now they're kind of pissed or whatever. Finally, they fixed their roof. Remember when that was like... So that's why they came here, right? They decided to fix the roof, right? But they left the apartment super messy. Like, I cleaned this morning. I have a routine now because I don't want to spread this to other people. So I have a routine where I cleanse myself. I put everything washer and dryer, and then yeah, I don't stay here. Just go out, right? Also, vacuuming has to be every single day, except that mopping you have to do it like a week or something. But before the other fumigation, which it has been one after the other so far for these weeks. But if it's one week apart, which should not happen, like... Anyways, I have a city inspector coming in on Thursday, and this people, let me tell you, now the whole building is painted. They painted the whole building. At least they're fixing the roofs and stuff like that. But they have they have a bedbug problem, and also rats, mouse stuff, and God knows what other stuff. I don't know. It's just like, this is low income housing, but they're charging almost $1,000 for, it's not even a 3.5. And it has so many issues. And also that too is like, even the city inspector was like, if they're only fumigating your apartment and the other apartments are infested, they're just gonna crawl and that's what has been happening. It's been a whole month dealing with this, trying to exterminate this parasitic energy bedbug. And it's not gonna go if they're not doing the whole building. Again, these people don't want to do the whole building. They're just lying. Even though they tell me, yeah, there's other people on a list. Okay, why are we still dealing with this? Today I was yelled at intensely by the landlord because I'm trying to, okay, what are your solutions? I can barely sleep. This is affecting my work. This is affecting my life. I can't be with my kids. My kids can't be here. So I have a whole month without my babies. Like, I can see them, it's fine, but it's not the same thing. Like, they need their mother, right? So this is another thing where, like, they're expecting me to live like this. Like, this is like a normal thing for, like, I don't understand, Anyways, I'm just taking a pause because just incredible that I just cleaned this morning and I came home after a very long day of work and everything was full of dust. There was dirt everywhere. The bags now I have to change them completely because they're full of dust, and I don't want the clothes that I already cleaned and washed already to get dirty because they dirty them themselves by trying to fix the roof, which without my consent. Usually before they come into your house, they have to tell you that they're coming into your house, which they did it the first time. They told me that, oh, we're going to fix the roof. I'm like, okay, great. But come into my house without telling me that you're coming to my house on the day that the landlord literally gaslight me and yell at me today because I asked him, where am I supposed to go tonight? Because I can't sleep in there. Also, having an air mattress with a cat is the worst thing. Do not have an air mattress with a cat. My goodness. All he wants to do is dig his nails into it. And yeah, you get no sleep either. So I guess I'll be sleeping in my car. It's just, this is violence. This is violence, right? And it's like, it's crazy that we are giving, there's so many bills, so many things, giving so much power to these people who are psychotic. This is a cheap ass person who didn't feel like doing the fumigation like every landlord has done in the entire city, because they do it before. They know the drill. They know that in June they have to do it, and they know that during this time they have to do it again. Now this one is like, nah, like this stuff and that too. He doesn't want, like, I have to throw this out. Like, this is why it's just, no, but he doesn't want to pay back. He doesn't want to pay that's their energy. They expect us to pay for the damages and stuff that they have created. Because another thing, this is mentally like tormentation or something, because like this guy had the audacity. He's like, oh no, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. Like, dude, I clean every single day, vacuum every single day. Right after fumigation, right away, vacuum everything nonstop. Keep everything in bags, and then hopefully, because I have to be the bait, right? I have to go there and see if they're completely gone. And every time they're not gone, I get like fucking PTSD. Like, I'm telling you, especially me. Like, I like my stuff clean, and also like this is gross. And that's it. It's like I'm telling them, trying to make them no compassion, no empathy whatsoever. I'm literally like, I'm going at I'm paying rent, and this is like, what is this, right? Anyways, we have reached authority, city. I'm going to reach government and stuff like that. This is not livable conditions for anybody. And it's not right, and no. This is why also that too is like having a year lease. I get it, is to keep the security and stuff like that. But some landlords should not have that authority where they have control over you for an entire fucking year, and too bad for you. Like, yeah, they have situation in their apartments and stuff like that, and well, too bad, you gotta stick around and deal with it. Do the cleaning for them, do the washing and drying for them. That too is my right, that he's supposed to locate me in another place. I spoke with the government as well, and they said, yeah, he's supposed to locate you. While this is fixed, they're supposed to give you another place where you can stay. So none of that is happening. So is that for some people that get that privilege and others don't? Why is that? Why? We know why. White supremacy, right? I'm pretty sure if it was any other race or culture, religion, or whatever the fuck, they wouldn't be dealing with this, would they? And this is why the system has to change. This is why housing should be free, education should be free, healthcare should be free. All the necessities, human necessities, needs to be, this is violence. Like, I don't even know how I'm surviving, how I'm dealing with this. And also that, yeah, they don't want me to tell you guys this, but it has to be said. We need to be exposed the abuse, because this is abuse. This is the silent, quiet one through abuse your finances and your stability, your home, right? All right. I just came in the house and this was clean, so I guess I came to do this, but without letting me know. All right, so part 2. Today is November 4th, 2025. This is to report, document, and for evidence purposes. What's going on with this situation? Well, first of all, they weren't expecting for me to stay to monitor who is the exterminator, who is coming. Today will be the 8th fumigation, supposedly. Obviously, it's supposed to be official extermination company professionals, right? And I'm here to make sure of that, but also to have access to let them know where I've seen them after the last fumigation, and also to gather their information, right? Last time that I saw, the only fumigator that I saw, it was someone who works in this building who had like a little spreaky spray and spread the beds and stuff like that, moved them. We actually did it together. We moved the beds together. We removed the covers. We spread it and then we put the covers back in. That was the beginning of October. And I knew that because I've seen this person before. This person does cleaning of balconies and stuff like that. I know he's an employee here. Now, today, after the yelling at me, I don't know if it was the real landlord who I spoke the night before to do a fumigation. And like I told you guys in part 1, there was a mess. I ended up cleaning everything. I was able to set up an air mattress, and now my house is super duper clean. But now I'm waiting for the exterminator who was supposed to be here at 11, and it's already 12:13. Another thing that I'm noticing, that I noticed, that I called multiple times the office of these people and they would not answer me. So then when I waited until they open at 11, as they usually do, I go and check to see why they're not answering their phone. And I see is the exact same manager lady. I don't know if she's the landlord. I don't know. They don't say too much information about themselves. Yeah, she was there acting, and I had talked to her and I said, hey, like, what happened last night? Why did you guys tell me that someone was going to come in the house? Oh, we're fixing the roof. The roof is fixed, right? I'm like, yeah, it fixed, but you guys left a whole mess, like dirty and stuff, especially when you asked me to do fumigation the night before, but you left a huge mess in the house, right? Oh, yeah, we'll talk to them. And I said, okay, so when is the exterminator going to get here? Because I'm not going to work right now, so that I can make sure that, to see what he's doing, right? And she said, oh, yeah, he will be there shortly. No worries. I'm like, okay. So here we are, waiting. I've missed already 3 hours of my job. I have great employers, amazing people that have been helping me through this. It's just financially, because this costs a lot of money to do the washing and drying. Also, like, I have to, spend time with my kids, but I can't do it in my house. So I have to constantly, spend money so that I can, feed my kids and be with my kids and stuff like that, and other expenses, right? Now the expenses have been higher because of this situation as well, that it's not considered at all, right? Especially the gas going back and forth, And yeah, so now I'm waiting for this Terminator. It's 12:15 now, and I'm missing work and stuff like that, so I can get this information or see who this person is. If this is an official person or if this is still someone who works here. So far, every fumigation, it has been an employee here who works in this building. It hasn't been an official company. So my point is that today they were expecting that I was going to stay here. They were probably going to do the same thing, because she looked really surprised, like, oh, you're here. Oh, right. Like every other fumigation, like, I have to go to work. I can't be here, right? So now we're waiting. Let's see.
Alright, so I just left my home where I saw the fumigator. Very nice man. Obviously someone who works for the building. Um, he gave me some tips saying that maybe try, because this has been a month of struggle, honestly. And he kept saying mint. He said her grandmother, someone told me in the past that this is something that they used to use because the bed bugs or any infestation, they don't like mint. The plant mint, like the actual plant. He's like, put it everywhere in your bed and stuff, and even grow, if you can, grow a plant in the house. But he kept saying that mint. Anyways, that's the update. Fumigation is done now. This is the 8th time, and anyways, he was just saying that it goes also, like, if you have wood and stuff like that, it will go in through the crevices and stuff like they will hide into the wood frame. So he was putting some of it on the wood as well. Yeah, this is exterminating parasitic energy infestation is the worst. And honestly, I see this also as a, like, enabling this and not preventing it before it spreads and creates chaos and destroys everything and destroy things and stuff like that. That's what we get into situations like this where we can't, it's spread everywhere. The threat is spread everywhere, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of us were watching that on a global scale, how demonic and satanic these people are. And yeah, I'm not talking longer about what's going on in my apartment, which that's like a minuscule what's really going on in the world. Other people dealing with hunger, homelessness, poverty. Like, this is nothing. But you see, like, the constant violence, either silent or loud or through propaganda or lying or gaslighting. These are forms of violence that create, like, this is why I don't understand people like, oh, you should be more peaceful, you should be more calm and stuff like that. Meanwhile, the people who are doing abuse and atrocities, they get to do whatever the fuck they want, right? They get to be loud, angry, violent, all kinds of stuff. But then all of us who are oppressed, who wants justice and accountability, oh, there's something wrong. Oh, you're too angry, you're too violent. Oh, you're too, they're acting like the victim energy. Just something to think about, but we'll see if this works out. If not, then there's other solutions where I need to get the hell out of there, and we'll see how this government or people show up, right? We'll see. But for now, that's where I'm at, and I need to document this, because if I have to go to court to get compensated for the stuff that I will need to get back, and also, I can use those things, because most of the stuff I cannot take with me, so I can use the money from the court to buy furniture and get new stuff, because everything, I will probably have to leave everything behind. And this is violence as well. But yeah, need my brain and my emotional intelligence to, make sense of it, because it doesn't make sense. But we all have to, like, prove ourselves of our existence, and that we have a right to live and right for home and actual peace, right? But no justice, no peace, right? So if there's no peace in the world, how can we? Well, you start with yourself, calling your justice and your peace. That's how it starts.
All right. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever you see this. Story time. But first, look at this view. It's a good place to recharge, isn't it? All right. Hopefully you can hear me. All right, so the continuation of this, I know a lot of people keep saying, like, oh, don't talk about your business, because there's always other people, like, listening, wanting your downfall and wanting this to go worse. But at this point, it's like alchemy, transmuting and just converting that energy. It's just, that's my business. That's not anybody's business. That's how we do it, how I do it. For example, one way of transmuting and alchemizing that most of us we're different. We're earthbound, waterbound, air, all the nature, especially very intuitive. And that's something that is a gift that comes, for me is nature. I have very, very good relationship with nature since I'm little girl. And energy, a lot of energy and a lot of people in crowded places. It's heavily stimulating for me and overwhelming. So that's why I stick to I like to be social, don't get me wrong. It's just, I like my indoor inner work, inner world that I gotta do. But yeah, this is where I recharge the batteries, right? A lot of you have different ways of how to recharge the batteries. There's the healthy ones and there's the shadow one that a lot of us, we tend to numb ourselves. And there's no judgment. I mean, everybody to each their own how you do this. Just make sure that you are having self-control when you need to. Don't overextend the limit of addiction. And for a lot of you, have healthy addictions. Okay, there's way to have healthy addictions. Find that. Alchemize, transmute the other one that it's damaging for your health, for every possible way of mental health or anything like that. You need to find a threshold. Just like Earth has her threshold with capitalism, which we know now that it needs to change. But anyway, story time that I was saying. See, I'm rumbling all over the place. This is what happens. Meditate, charge. Maybe a message for some of y'all. They need to hear it. Support local coffee shops, local business, black owned, indigenous owned. This is how you also say fuck you to the capitalism. Just saying. All right. The story time is that apparently I'm supposed to wait 20 days. Finally, the city inspector came in, read her report. She said, check all the stuff that was going on. Again, can't sleep in this place. Now have a lot of beautiful energy, family, people. They're helping me. I'm so grateful. But a lot of us, we don't need to be going through this, especially when we know they can't afford it, right? We know they can't afford it. And also it's proven again, the city inspector is like, this is the procedure. Everything is just not done properly. Anyways, I have to wait 20 days now for the city report because by law and section 46 or 47, I don't know, that they have the right to take their time with this type of report. Even though you could be like life or death situation and dealing with really toxic, landlords and stuff like that. And I know that they're trying to prove that they're not with the whole bringing fumigators that don't do the right thing. And then yesterday, a really creepy shit happen. They sent an inspector exterminator, and he looked like a fucking Nazi. I swear to God, I was like, what the fuck? He wouldn't give his information. He was just like, yeah, I'm just here to inspect. And he was just with a flashlight and stuff like that. And they didn't give any information. Nothing. I asked him, okay, do you want to see pictures? They don't come on during the day, right? So can you... Nothing. It was just looking oh no, I'm just gonna write a report. I'm like, what report though? Because you're not seeing. They come out at night and I have the proof for you. And I was like, no, that's not necessary. So I was like, okay. And he kept saying that he comes from the owner or whatever. The plan. I'm like, okay, but he wouldn't give his information. He wouldn't give what company he's from or Anyway, at least they give you a notice the day before that this person was coming. It's just, they don't tell you what company. They don't tell you who the fuck is going to walk into your house. It's very invasive of privacy, that's for sure. Anyway, so once this report is given, I'm able to move. And, the point is to move, but this place is really traumatizing. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't know if you guys understand how also that too is it's just not safe at all. I don't feel safe at all, but I'm safe with my archangels and angels and my family, my friends and community. But when you have your own foundation or home kind of like disrupted, and obviously for obvious reasons, because they don't want me to do what I'm doing, continue, which I was trying to be consistent. But when you have oppression and spiritual warfare and all these weird shit happening in the background, there's nothing you can do, right? You just have to like surrender and like continue being really, really guided by spirit and trust that. That's what I'm doing. Like for sure, like today I was just like, okay, what's the... Oh. So yeah, from the oppression or keeping you stuck or keeping you asleep or trying to silence you, doing some weird shit in the background and thinking that you're gonna get away with it, it's backfiring for all these people, right? So that's it. Like I'm like that confirmation and stuff like that for a lot of you. If you're going through some fucked up shit that you just like, what the fuck, and it's part of the system that's trying to, you know, in your situation what's going on. So let me be the testament of that you can overcome a lot of things, right? My goal here in this karmic lesson that I'm dealing with is not to make the same mistakes I made in the past, where I rush into things thinking like, you know, fall into desperation and and not being patient and waiting and like really like, okay, doing all the things but waiting to the right moment or the right thing to do. I have no idea what's gonna happen after this. It's pretty scary because but now I'm gonna be in a good headspace for a couple of days, and I'll be able to be with my kids and stuff like that, and I'll come back with more. For now, it's just that in the background I need to resolve the situation, so in the meantime this is why I won't be like, you know, but I'll be back. I swear I will be back. It's just we all have to go through lessons and things like that, deal with people, especially like something that I'm learning through this is that I'm teaching the people who are around this neighborhood not to settle. And I'm noticing that even the neighbors are like encouraged to like, okay, yeah, I need to complain, and it's not a bad thing if I'm complaining, especially like it's my life and I'm like paying rent and all that stuff and I'm going through this stuff, and this guy, it's just not, you know, and they feel like if they complain or something like that, they're not going to get a better housing next time or something like that. That's not how it works. You will get a better housing. You need to speak for yourself. See the light, the sun just left. Yeah. So a lot of you are the light through the darkness. And that's something that comes with a lot of responsibility, right? A lot of hurdles, a lot of really fucked up shit, a lot of crying nights, and a lot of you, you're lucky if you have someone who is there through all it all, without judgment, supporting you, without, you know, and then others of you, if you're alone going through this, you're not alone, okay? We're with you with every possible, especially if you're decolonizing, you're breaking generational curses. It's not just for yourself. This is bigger, right? All right. That's the update I have. I love you. Keep safe out there, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, hello everybody. I hope you're doing well. Little bit of story time. Yeah, it's updates, I guess. If you're the washer, and I'm washing some clothes, yeah, and drying lots of it. Yes, I'm so grateful. But yes, I'm in a temporary location, and has a washer and dryer. Glory be to God. What a great blessing. Yes. This is the apartment that I always wish for and want so bad. So I'm definitely manifesting something like this. And yes, with a washer and dryer, for me, that's a luxury. I don't know about all of you, but I feel like those things, having not to like walk far to get to a laundry place with all your, you know, and then bring it all back. I've done that, you know, before I had a car, but just little things that I am like grateful that I, you know, but definitely learning from this experience. A lot of things change. It's going much faster now, thank goodness. Glory be to God. I guess it's a good thing to talk about. I guess I am complete. I'm getting back at it, okay? It's just, I feel like life is just like knocking me out a little bit, but also like everything is for a reason. So not complaining, just grateful. Grateful for everything, everyone and everybody who helped out and stuff. Thank you so much for those who reach out as well, who are asking, is everything okay? Thank you so much. I'm still reporting I cannot, I don't know how people do it. I cannot turn it off. My empathy, I don't know, I can't. And God put me in situations where I can never turn it off, because when I have to be advocate and bring justice and accountability and empathetic to my own self, then I can be empathetic to other people, right? So if I'm settling for very toxic and abusive situation, yeah, they don't want you to, like, literally my battery was fine and now it just went down. So that could be significant. The energy, something cleansing or something trying to drain your energy, and like spirits just cleansing in and, you know, washing it away and making sure that you're okay. And then even those who help you, who are around you, also are okay, right? Because a lot of you, when you go through really intense stuff, that you think like, oh my God, I can never. So yeah, definitely things are progressing on my end, but Spirit has a message for someone. And because I have to wait to the washer and dryer, and then I have to, it's a long day, but I have the energy. Don't know where it come from. So it has to be important, because I was not going to do this. So if you find this, it's for a reason. These decks are the only ones I brought at this place, and these ones great. Something I'm noticing as well, that a lot of people, when you read tarot, when you read energy, a lot of people don't really like that's what I'm understanding now during this time, like accountability, like exposing the truth is just like, for a lot of people, it's just really uncomfortable, especially when they're living in that filth and dirty shit and stuff that they think they're never gonna be found out. When you're doing stuff, corrupt stuff, trying to like benefit from like torture, suffering, or doing something to another person, anybody, it doesn't matter. Like, okay, sorry guys, I had to answer because I'm waiting for calls and all these things so that things can be moving. But you see, when you're obedient, because he's been telling me like, Angie, please, and I'm like, I'm so tired, God, but I love you so much and you give me so, yeah. You know when it's serious when you're doing that. Because he humbles you, right? That's ego death, right? For example, let me test this. Okay, let's test it out. You can't stop like thinking about what's going on in the world and you can't shut it off anymore? Like, you care that much, you're like, this world is sick. Like, you cannot stop thinking about the Palestinian prisoners right now, that they just passed a law saying that they can just kill them, murder them in prison. These people are innocent. They have been in prison with no trial, no innocent. And there's children. Do you know how many children there is in the Palestinian prisons? About 400. And it could be more now, because they're being in the West Bank. Ooh-wee. And I'm just talking out of my ass. I have all the evidence on Instagram, IG broadcast, and Telegram, mostly Telegram. On my TikTok. See, they don't want me to tell you anything. But also, every time you're obedient, God blesses you. That's what happened. That call was a blessing. Because going through this in school and stuff like that, this is not easy. And I'm not here to say like everything that we're going through is like, oh, you're supposed to be perfect. We're bound to make mistakes. We're bound to, but try to get back at it. And also when there's chaos and difficulty put in your way so that you don't get to where you need to be. Yeah, it's serious. So that's why I rely on God only, and all I want is discernment and protection. And a home like this, like anything, but this is just temporary. But just for now, this is what I wish for. Like, I was like, God, please, it's exactly what I wish for. Like, it's beautiful. Yeah. I have a very beautiful sister who makes sure that me and my kids are okay. Which is not her thing to do. This is the person who, this is, yeah, their obligation. But yeah, it's not looking really pretty for this person, right? Especially when you bring them to court, you have evidence and you do the right things. There's a process to everything. If we do the process that we need to do and make sure that, because it's the truth. It's like, without justice, there's no peace, right? There really isn't. And thinking that it is, and ignore it or put in like a band-aid to it, or like this ceasefire for a lot of us is like, this is a joke. Like 200 and something 80 violations already. What the fuck? A lot of you guys, you need to voice this out. Like, a lot of us, when we speak out about the abuse and the toxic things that are happening in our lives, whatever way you do it, not only you help yourself, but you also help other people. Like, there's other people now who decided to speak out as well. Like, not settle for this because it's not right. You need to know your rights. And a lot of us, this is what I'm going for. Like, what kind of planet is this where we have to pay for our existence? Like, living, housing, it should be free. Water or any essential needs, like, it should be affordable, or it should like be free, right? Healthcare, education, and education should be like well compensated for those who, like, you know, work their ass off to make sure that your knowledge, because knowledge education is elevation. That is a fact. And this is something why I'm seeing like the whole like blocking and censoring of the truth and stuff. It's like, oh, so that is what liberates you guys. And also, like, you get to like remember where you started, and like that's the awakening of knowing, like, wait, there's a lot of things that are, if I have the power and the means to make sure that, you know, bad things don't happen to people, to other people, no matter what race or ethnicity or whatever the fuck, then you understand. That's why, like, I cannot stop thinking about what's going on in Gaza. Also Sudan, guys. I have reports. We have multiple reports, and we just have to like continue liking, posting, and sharing for Sudan, because it's bad. It's really bad. Like, that too is like, I feel like, you know, I haven't been here to like talk about it because it's horrific, but it's in my Telegram, the evidence. Everything is there. So yeah, part 2. Maybe I'll post this, maybe not. I don't know. I just, there's a lot, and we also have to keep up. That's why, like, anytime I can, I try to update. I try to, like, okay, let's discern. Like, there's work that needs to be done for a lot of us. A lot of us, we have different tasks when we're doing this type of collective liberation. And this is why I like to shift the tarot community energy, at least on my house. This house, the YouTube, TikTok, whatever, all my platforms, my tarot is all about justice and truth and clarity. And I've been saying this for a while, but I feel like after going through this fucking shit that I'm going through, and finding ways of how to, like, you know, get out of this really situation, which, you know, it's like serious spiritual warfare, like, what the fuck. And then seeing that reflection back to you from another perspective who has nothing to do with you, but you see, like, when I read the city report, I was just like, yeah, that's what's going on. It's like, it's not because I'm on autopilot, like, I'm trying to, like, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. And then, you know, now trying to find compromising, because we need to compromise. If not, then there's the legal side that it has to happen, because I had to leave everything, right? Like, I'm only taking my kids' clothes and stuff like that, and my books. And anyways, I don't want to bring my energy into this. Everything is like flushing out and washing and drying and all of that, so it can become, you know, for a lot of you this could be that, like a lot of you getting rid of things that no longer serve you and it's being forced. And then other times it's like you're lucky enough to privilege to just like, okay, I want to get rid of this or donate this. And please donate, guys. There's a lot of going on right now. A lot of people going through a lot of fucked up shit. Capitalism is like the erosion. It's dying. Fascism, all this is dying. Like when I saw that breaking news of the Epstein file email, whatever, that's it. I was like, yeah, that's it. Yeah. So a lot of us, we need to get ready. We need to talk to our neighbors. We need to like community unity, because when all this go, like, you know, have some cash with you. Yeah, a lot of you think it's going serious. No, yeah, like government shutdowns and stuff like that and all what's going on. And yeah, it's not fear mongering, because that's what a lot of people, it's just preparation. Prepare yourself, right? Us climate activists and environmental scientists, we've been talking about this for years. They even made a movie to make fun of us. Yeah. And this guy decided to like buy a hotel in Israel. But he knows like that's the main cause of our fucking planet like going through fucking collapse, because these people are, this is what happened when psychopath humans and I don't even know human. I don't know what their humanity is. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, where's your humanity? Like a lot of you like, what? Rape? Really? Cutting the water. I saw this video like recently on Telegram. Go check it out, guys. There's the settlers like putting cement in the fucking water so that people don't drink water, so that they fucking die of thirst, or their animals or something like that, because they want to steal their land. They want to take their land. This conceptual illusion of, or ritual at this point, because this is not from God. Like, oh, the Holy Land, it's holy. You can't build holy land with like that. What do you mean? Don't you learn from other Westerns that like all these, the land is speaking too. That's how I see it. Like, okay, infestation and all that is like, oh, the land is speaking, and you just have to accommodate it with it. But at the same time, don't let people who can, you know, who have power and control of that, to make sure that you don't go through really fucked up situations when they have the means to make sure that you don't go through that. When it's their job to make sure that you don't go through that stuff. Right? Like, that's what's going on. Like, are we all really bought by psychopath and crazy tech bro small dicks? For real. Old farts. Psychotic murder pedophiles. Right? That's what we're... And now, there's something wrong with us, because we don't buy into their illusion, into the lies, psychopathic propaganda, their sadistic energy. We are awakened, we are, right? Now, also, we need to talk about the Congo as well. We have some information and reposts of the Congo. Go check out Congo. I think it's the Focus Congo or something like that. There's ways. Like, a lot of us, we need to be focusing on each of those things and talk about. Okay, another test for a lot of you. For those who are doing this work for you, right? Know that you're protected, okay? But let's just say, for a lot of us, like when all this started, like your first thought wasn't like you, like a lot of you was like, oh, you think you're that, you know, but it's like, it's not an imaginary. It's like, it's the solution. Like Spirit put that in your soul, right? To make sure that weapons don't get out of their company to kill other people that you're watching on my Telegram or anywhere. There's no like, oh, I didn't know about it. Everyone saw and seen, and there's no amount of repression or censorship that it can block all the videos, all the genocide evidence that we had for 2 years. You can't come and lie to me about that. This is why a lot of people don't get annoyed about me, and I just play along. Like, yeah, but I know the truth. Every time I go through something, Father God either turns all of that hate and whatever people are trying to do and turn it into discernment and protection, but also intense energy where I see the... Thank you, sir. Yeah, a lot of you don't want to, like, the karmic energy, the codependency, the narcissist energy, the sadist energy, the lying, the obsession, right? A lot of people are doing weird shit, creepy stuff that you don't want the world to know, right? Like keeping you stuck. Because it's meant to keep you stuck. It's not a coincidence that the devil energy and the freaking hangman came right after. Like a lot of you, there's a spirit in the material world by the police or something like that. That's very specific. But stuff like that, like a lot of people get intimidated by intuitive people who speak the truth. And now if you are psychic or seer or intuitive and light worker, you call yourself high priestess and all this fucking shit, divine feminine and all that shit, and you're not fucking decolonizing and reading some fucking books, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but you're definitely feeding this fucking beast that we're trying to fucking eliminate. It needs to be destroyed, demolished. And no, this is not like oh my God, no. Yeah, we have work to do. I'm sorry. Please read American history or any history, not censor or anything like that. Like really go look at some African American, indigenous. I have plenty of books, by the way. I'm just saying, though I read them. These are the ones that I read, and some of them you're gonna see that the ones I'm gonna start reading or I'm reading right now. You go to my book, 𝓉𝓀𝆃For. It's my website. It's been there for. It's gonna be in 8 years now. Wow. And you go on a bookshop and there's books there. You can either do what you want. It helps other bookstores in the States right now. I'm not from the States, but it's great to help communities, especially right now, to survive, especially bookstores. And if you want to help do that, sure. But if you want to just look at the books and look at it in the public library, that's also good too for you, okay? A lot of us, we're not grabbing books and we're not reading it. That's really creepy. Like, I just don't understand it. A lot of you like, oh, you just want to rely on... Really? Why do you give them so much power? You need to ask yourself that. Like, that's the reflection right now that I'm getting for a lot of you. Why do you give away your power? For what? What are you getting out of it? It's called reciprocity. And accountability is for a reason. I just heard that. Okay. Hi. Decided to document for evidence and purposes. Yeah. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this right? So I know like most people is like, oh, just leave everything there. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna like ruin it for the other person who lives here afterwards, because it's a nice place. But what ruins it is the fucking infestation, bed bugs, and the landlord not wanting to fucking do his job. Now I have to do all these things to get some justice, but we're gonna try. Meanwhile, I'm trying to find a place. Glory be to God. I already found it. But we'll see. Like, anyways, now only taking apart things that are thrown in the garbage and put it in a way that people don't think like, oh, just take this stuff. Putting papers and stuff saying, hey, don't touch this. Like, this is not for you to take. Not everything that is found free is good for you. Not that I have got bad energy, but it's just like bedbug is infestation and stuff is like the worst. I haven't been here in a while, but I already saw another one, so I'm gonna take a picture of it. But the motherfucker also come out halfway of the day. This is trauma. Like, I'm so traumatized. Like, this is why other people say like, okay, if we got rid of them, would you come back? I'm like traumatized of this place. Like, I can't sleep. Like, I'm constantly thinking I'm gonna get bitten everywhere. Yes. And no, it's not our fucking fault. Like, I don't know, neighbor or someone brought something and spread everywhere, and this guy doesn't want to fucking, yeah, that's it. It's not a real company that does the infestation. Anyways, I'm gonna go into a whole detail, but then he's saying that I'm saying stories. Fuck. Do you think I want to be living like this? Do you think anyone wants to go through this traumatic experience? I wasn't planning on fucking leaving. What the hell is this? No, this guy. Anyways, that shit is between me and this person. It shouldn't be the fault of another person who's coming here. afterwards. So I'm doing the diligence to cleanse the place before I leave, so that person can have some peace. I had peace. It was great. It was awesome with my kids and stuff like that. But after that traumatic experience, you know, that shit stays, you know? Especially if he's not fumigating the entire fucking building, you know? But I'm going to do my best. I'm going to try to cleanse, you know, so whoever gets this place has a nice place. And I hope it's not too expensive for you. It sucks that anytime someone moves, like they fucking boost up the apartment. Well, whoever gets it, you will be blessed. That's it. I'm just making sure. I'll show you guys the afterwards. But yeah, that too is very grieving. I'm like in grieving sense because I guess we get attached to certain things. So I'm like, okay, I can't take that. Throwing out some of my plans. I probably won't be able to take it. So I'm like crying my ass off. Like, this is horrible. This is when landlords have too much power over tenants. I don't think, honestly, I don't. It's that law that used to be there to put a stop for landlord. Yeah. How convenient they took it away, right? They do stuff like this. They don't care. And you're paying rent too. Like you're trying to but also like the time consuming, this, also money loss. Like there's so much I cannot take with me. So just imagine all your furniture, everything, and within a month or anything, you just lost it. You can't bring it to a new place. And this obviously I'm gonna post it after where I'm, because I don't want to traumatize my landlord, because I'm also traumatized. Like I'm fucking not also it's my situation, and I'm not saying this to put a victim. It's not only show evidence, but also to encourage others of you that I don't know, give good energy when you leave somewhere, another home or something like that, because somebody else is gonna be there. Not that I felt anything when I got here, but it's just I feel like this is a current situation in this apartment, and it just sucks. That's all. Because it's really nice. It's small and convenient. Me and my kids were having a great time. But that's it. Fuck. So yeah, just dismantling some stuff so it doesn't, create too much. Those, yeah, by the way, everything has to go in heat or cold. When you're going through infestation, you have to put the stuff that you're going to keep. It has to go through heat or cold. And I will use, I've been using this, I know it's really highly toxic, but it's for, so you don't bring that to other places. So you see, just like infestations and stuff like that, you have to be careful that you don't also leave behind any, I don't know, just don't leave bad energy. So cleanse the space for the next person. Think of the other person. That, I don't know, I feel like I always think like that when I move to places. It's because they have a purpose there and they need a place to stay. This is why I think, housing should be free, but that's just my opinion, or affordable in a way that it doesn't, this is incredibly abusive, that literally your rent is your paycheck. A lot of you, your paycheck to pay, it's not right. They know it's not right. It's slavery. It's fucked up. We need to do something. That's a fucked up shit. This guy has so much control. Right away they told me, oh, if you don't pay the rent, this guy just have a one-time click and they could just click something literally with a fucking hand. This motherfucking lazy piece of shit. Sounds like a fucking pig. He tried to threaten me and I was so fucking scared and confused. Yeah, he literally threatened me and my children. That if I take him to court, that I should be careful. The fuck? And I was so fucking nervous and freaking out. I'm like, wait, what did you just say? And I forgot to fucking press record. So pissed. But that's a lesson. I'm passing it down. Do not talk to any fucking landlord without pressing that record button. You understand me? It'll cost you. Okay? Clean the spaces. Leave good energy. You want good energy passed down to you wherever you're going? Give it to the other person too. By cleansing your energy from the places and stuff. Take care of it so that way the other person can take, create a chain of
of taking care, you know, like, I don't know, create good energy. Like, okay, what's good for the next person? Good energy. I know infestation sucks and they're not like fucked up and they can be preventable. I'm telling you, they can be preventable. Just like climate change can be preventable, but you know, here we are dealing with fucking landlords, politicians, corporations, all you guys pieces of shit, making millions out of other people, stealing from other people, taking resources that are not theirs, but then blaming us, the working class, who make them money, basically, because it's their own, like, energy. Capitalist system is so fucking toxic. Like, this is why. Like, I'm just like, I'm not gonna play in their fucking game. They're expecting you also, like, if you're mad at your landlord or something like that, or this is housing stuff that I'm talking about. And I know it's like, oh, it's too political, too spiritual. Fuck off. You just benefit from a fucking oppressive system. That's it. Just be straight up about it. You don't need to sugarcoat it. You're a dick, you're a coward, and that's it. We all know it. Stop pretending that you're not, which is kind of pathetic. But anyways, yeah. Just, I don't know, Spirit wanted me to press record and, you know. Yeah. And this is not for, like, this is for whoever needs to hear it. I'm done doing stuff for, like, I've never done that, but now I'm, like, I'm gonna be more vocal about it. True clarity and justice requires authenticity, requires humbleness, not homelessness. Yeah. That too, there's a lot of homeless people too, like, it's more than usual. It should not happen. Homelessness should not exist. Poverty should, it's just, this is so stupid. It's so stupid. That's why I'm like, I feel like I live in another fucking planet. It doesn't make any sense. But we're here surviving and helping and putting it out there so you guys continue going, even though, like, a lot of us were just like, how do we gonna get, yeah, it's just God. Glory be to God. I'm so grateful. It is just Him. It's always been Him. Allah, creator, the universe, don't let them take that away from you. Like, they want you to create situations that you let go of the connection. God is always gonna show up for you, especially with a good heart like yours. Absolutely. Yeah, if you, I don't know, this is not for everybody. Unfortunately, it's sad that we have a system that programs people not to have empathy and creates a heart of like really rotten energy. Sometimes even the soul is just leaves, and then there's this empty vessel possessed by these fucking energy, demonic, parasitic energy, and they don't even know it. Some people, this is what asleep means, and this is why we tell you, wake the fuck up. Like, that's fucked up. You've been literally spiritually, right? Those of them, they need your energy, to suck on your energy. A lot of you spiritual stuff, like, you all, spirituality is getting like, okay, well, let's get going, because the spiritual gangster is what's up, right? Revolutionary fighters are meant to change systems and, yeah, make others uncomfortable, because that's enough, right? Enough abuse, enough oppression. And also that too is like, a lot of people are like, they're like gaslighting you for saying the truth or exposing it. It's just, yeah, it's normal. So all right, so it's been a full day of throwing stuff out, crying, dance it off, things that I will never get back, like gifts and stuff from my kids that I had to throw out because they're made out of fabric. I don't know, there's a lot of things that I'll never get back that I wasn't planning, and this is not what I intended. But obviously when people don't do their job and don't do prevention before, this is where we're at. We are the ones who have to deal with it. Meanwhile, these people are comfortable at home, having a good time, you know what I'm saying? But it's okay. Also, I was getting that whoever laughs better, right? So apparently this morning, the little mental magic they were doing and laughing about it, watching me through the cameras,
it's something I can't prove in court, right? But it's just funny. Like, I never go out without my keys, and all of a sudden when I was throwing more stuff out, I forgot my keys inside. And yeah, so I had to wait for someone to open the door downstairs. And I had the shuttle that was picking me up from, because I had to change the winter tires. So that too. We all have to do the winter tires. If not, in December 1st, you get a fucking fine. And some of you, if you don't have the money either, you're fucked, right? So yeah. So yeah, I'm taking a break. I'll come back tomorrow. I'm gonna do more washing and drying. Yeah, more of that. So yeah, when you're going through stuff like this, guys, don't give up, okay? Just keep on going. It sucks. You have to throw everything and start all over again. You will start slowly. That's what I'm telling myself. My hardest thing also as well is my plans. The only way that my plants can leave this place is by literally strip them like completely from the soil. Another traumatized situation that I will have to do if I want to take them with me, because apparently the motherfuckers hide in the fucking soil or around it. I already put around poison and stuff like that against this. Apparently they don't like the cold either, so it's minus something is freezing, so I'm gonna leave the door open, so that will help a little bit, but I don't want to risk it, so I will have to literally from the root wash them, have just the root of them, and then replant it somewhere else. That's it. Get new pots, new soil. That's the only thing that I'm giving you guys advice. Everything that is fabric or anything like that, throw it out. Don't risk bringing anything. And that too, for the people who's gonna live here too. Like, don't leave them stuff that it could keep those motherfuckers in. Like, once I'm clean the whole thing, the whole place, I'm gonna leave the fucking door open. So they can, because they can't survive in freezing cold or too hot temperatures. So don't forget that. Same thing with any other cockroaches or any other shit. Moles and rats is a different story. If you have rat infestation, get a cat. For real. Get a cat. Cat will take care of it for you. Especially males. Yeah. Male cats. Yeah. So that's it. Now I'm gonna take a little break or something. I haven't stopped all day as exhausting. This puts some stuff outside also, so maybe I'll be able to paintings as well. I put a lot of the anti-bed bugs everywhere and put them outside. Either you put them outside or you get like a steamer. If you have a steamer, one of those like steamer, like really intense hot ones, you can have that and steam all your stuff. That also works. I don't have a steamer, so cold, freezing cold, I have to do. Also, you can put stuff in the freezer as well. They kept saying, like, if you have stuff that you want, I don't know, what, if you're dealing with this someday. But I'm just leaving this for whoever might need them in the future or might need it now, because a lot of us in Montreal, in my city, we're dealing with the shit and landlords are not doing fuck all. Meanwhile, they're increasing the rent, they're not doing fucking shit. Some landlords, there's some who also have this decency and grace and integrity, thank goodness. But others, like, we all have to deal, like, we're the cycle breakers of a lot of landlords, toxic colonizers in some cities. So don't take it personal. It's just that you're their karma for some of you. Yeah, I'm definitely contesting this because, yeah, I'm not gonna leave it just like that, but I'm gonna give them grace. Not that they're giving me any, but I'm gonna give them grace, leaving them the place very clean. That's what I want to show at the end, because it's also for evidence, just in case the motherfucker says that I didn't do that, right? I'm going to document everything of this because, yeah, I'm not going to leave it like that. We're going to bring justice into this. And, yeah, that's it. I love you. The next video is probably the end of this when I finish, but it might take me a while because that too is like, I can't ask people to help me because I don't want them to, get a potential, like they can infest their place or stuff like that. So, and I'm the only one who knows how to deal with this so far because I have like 2 months now of experience. And I cannot believe that I found one today. Again, proves my point that this guy is not doing his job. It's not an actual company who's doing this, just like the city inspector said, and that's it. Well, he's gonna hear from my lawyer, that's for sure.
Okay, so just to document a little bit. So last day, I'm cleaning all the cabinets, making sure everything is clean, dismantling everything. I'm almost done. I'm gonna leave them the fridge. It's not theirs, mine, but they can have it, the next person. And I'm leaving the space super clean for them. Just like Father God blessed me with a beautiful new and brand new apartment. I'm gonna try my best for the next person. So sorry if you get to see this video and it's too late. I'm hoping that you don't get any bed bugs or any infestation, okay? I'm trying because this landlord does not help. Like literally I was not planning to move, okay? So just making sure that your apartment is clean so you don't have to deal with this, at least for maybe another 2 years, because unfortunately, and by the way, there's other people moving as well as I'm moving today. November 30th, 2025. And I decided to document this to help people what to do when you have to deal with this. And yeah, less people as possible to help you because you don't want to continue infecting or whatever. If they do help you, make sure that they have a laundry place and then they put everything in laundry right away. But I got lucky to move out in a freezing because they can't survive in extreme cold or extreme heat. So I'm lucky that I move out when it's snowing and intensely, and whoever helped me throw out the mattresses, I had to throw out the mattresses, everything. And lost wood. So that's my lesson, not to buy too much wood stuff or not move in places where there's a history of bed bugs. And this person also making sure the walls or anything like that, crevices and stuff. They don't like intense, like chlorine and stuff like that. This one helped a lot. Okay, have this all the time if you moved here. It's the only thing I can tell you. There was 8 to 20 exterminators. None of them worked. And it still doesn't work. I still find some. And the city decided to close this because the landlord decided to hire some whatever inspector who came during the day, which not the time that they come out. And yeah. So I decided not to look at my evidence, but he came in with a little flashlight. They're not going to come out that way. Anyways, you hear other people? There's other people moving as well. Like, this place is... And my friend was mortified when he was helping me. He saw like a dead mouse, freaking out, and there's bird poop everywhere. Yeah, and they expect you guys to pay amount rent like this in a disgusting building where I'd rather pay where I'm paying now, what I'm paying for maintenance, basically. It's a clean apartment, clean building, that I will never have to go through the shit. By the way, if your rent is cheap and you have to deal with dirty ass motherfucking building, don't take it. It's more expensive. Hopefully you heard that. It's more expensive. I end up paying more for the labor that these people are not doing and the work that they don't want to feel like doing after your building is infested and stuff like that. And it's not just bed bugs. There's rats infestations. There's all kinds of stuff. I found articles where this is from 2021. People had like a whole protest and stuff around here, see? And all that shit is hidden. Only because one person has... Because every time I would click or something, it would say not found the page. But another person was able to click it and they have access to the article. So, yeah. Tell me this system doesn't work for the fucking elites and capitalism motherfucking, like, landlords should not exist. And if they do, like, they have to be nicer. Like, screw this. Anyways, making sure the place is clean for the next person, because it sucked to go through this, okay? So I hope, you know, you don't have that shit. They said that in November 7th, they don't have any more court and papers, but I'm still here November 30th, and we still find some shit. Even though I clean like 3 times, 4 times. It's the whole building. They know they have to do it. Just this guy is a fucking lazy ass piece of shit. He says that we say stories. Like, this is stories that we're making out. This guy is fucking... Anyways, I hope you get what you deserve, bitch. That's exactly what's gonna happen. You will get what you deserve. Everyone, little wicked little piece of shit who think you're gonna get away with destroying people's life. And then at the end of the day, you didn't destroy anything. Just upgrade me better. Thanks. Anyways, I'm doing my best to leave you a clean apartment, whoever moved here, and I'm so sorry if you have to deal with this. I hope you don't. I'm trying to bless it so you never have to deal with this, and any other people, I guess, but I hope you don't, okay? And I hope that when you're here, that they fumigate the entire building and you don't have to go through this. Hopefully that will happen. See you next time. So, not the only one. There's one mattress there, one mattress there. There's mine. All the furniture. Fucking dirty ass place. They don't clean this. Yeah. And then they wonder why they have the whole building infested. They shouldn't charge the amount that they charge here for this bullshit. That's what you guys need to demand. Not paying high rent like this for a shithole like this. For the 30th of November, I'm dismantling the bed that I'm leaving behind. And look how the buggers. Yeah, the bed bugs are gone. Sure. They're not. When I opened the cold, that's because they got too comfortable. See? I leave the window open. Look. This is their balcony. Always full of pigeon shit. Yeah, so it costs you more to rent a cheap apartment that is with dirty building and stuff like that. So yeah, see, the bugs are not gone. This is the email that she sent me saying as of November 7 is done. It's not true. There's other people moving because of the same thing. Yeah.
Hey, yo. Yeah, I got sticks in green, that's celery. I was in Bristol serving. Say you got this and that's not dead of me. Burn that bridge, you got turned to a friend of me. Big 4-4, but I just got pedigree. Say you on small wallboard and you better be. Yeah, we got more cooked beef than celery. Ops see me and they dreading me. I can tell you about times it's 4 and I ride. 1 6 shot spent unlimited bang. 8 and counting, basically 9 shots. So we're letting off go in the night. Just steering the pot like I'm whipping up rice. Things in my pouch, got that junkies. White stuff in the oven, ain't cooking up past smoke paper planes while I'm letting it fly. I don't wanna hear no back and forth or back roll talk. Just back your sword. I'll boot down doors in black Air Force. Double tap, it's like YouTube shorts. Don't spill your sauce like HP horsepower up in this Porsche. Dash from the port, just seen blue lights in the back so you know that we're going off course. Of course, yeah, I got sticks in green, that's celery. I was in Bristol serving. Say you got this and that's not dead of me. Burn that bridge, you got turned to a friend of me. Big 4-4, but I was just like a pedigree. Say you on.
Okay, let's go.